Welcome to the latest update 0.43. A few new things here. Let's look at the first one. Very simple. Somebody requested to, since it's a first person type tool, some people use inverted mouse. So for instance, right now if I pull the mouse down, it goes down, and move the mouse up, it goes up. But some people use it inverted. So now you can actually do that in settings, switch to inverted, and now when you pull down, the mouse goes up, and you pull the mouse up, it goes down. I personally don't use this, but some people do, so there you go. Next thing, I have a bunch of new props here. Let's take a look at some of the new props. This would be the walls. There was somebody from Europe who requested for a 2.8 meter by 2.4 meter by 1.8 meter tall wall, and then because it's like the standard size they use there, and then one with a port as well. So now you can actually have a big port, a big hole, and this is what they use. Same thing, you can still color it. And if you notice, there's a new option now where you can use your arrow keys to change the size of the wall. So if you want to tweak your wall size, and if you think this is not big enough, maybe you can use the right arrow key and left arrow key to go make it bigger or smaller. All right, you can do shift and arrow keys as well. And you can also go up and down. So if you move it up or move it down. So now you can customize the wall to fit your design. And this same feature, the change size feature, applies to a lot of other things. So for instance, you can even do plants like this. Trees like this can also be, you can also change the size, like that. What else can you do? Most of the props, except for the targets and paper targets and steel targets and all the Texas stars and stuff like that, will not be able to change size, but everything else that's static, you can change. So maybe things like a stomp pad, right? Like that, you can also increase the size of the stomp pad if you want, right? You can make it higher, bigger, whatever. So now you can have more fine-grained control over your stage design. I also added some silly props. I think if under 8, you will see instead of all these other vehicles, I've also added a tank. Whoa, big. So maybe you want to make it a little bit smaller. All right. We also have a bike, for some stages where you actually start sitting on a bike, and then a what do you call it, Superbike, right? A Japanese Superbike. And then last one is a lightly armored car, police car. Yeah, so if you want to use props like this, now they're available. And the last thing, apart from some of the bug fixes, the last thing is more scan bays. So in the last update 0.42, I've added the ability to have scan bays. So if you hit escape, go to the change bay, you can enable scan bays, and you have different types of scan bays. So I went over to our local club at Renton Fish and Game Club, and I scanned all 7 of their bays there. So now I made it available here. So this is bay 1. For those of you who actually shot here before will know how this one looks like. And then you have bay 2, and a weird convoluted L-shaped stage that we have called on bay 7. So now you can actually go down here, right? We shoot here, and then we turn and we shoot targets over here. So which is pretty cool as well. So there you go. So those are some of the new changes in the tool, and I hope you enjoy. And please again give me feedback. You can either go over to the feedback tool here, provide feedback, or you can join the Discord channel, which I will link in the YouTube description. Other than that, have a great time and see you on the range.